Hello again. We are charting the higher octave with Philadelphia's very own tri-state indie pop artist, Celeste Corsano, who's joining me this morning on this beautiful day in Honolulu. And I hope it's a beautiful day in your state.
With 2 feet of snow.
Okay, that's a beautiful day. I mean, to me,
It
that's a
is.
beautiful day.
It is beautiful out today. It's sunny. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow. And this. Oh, wow. So that's interesting.
Yeah, we had a big storm last weekend. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me. I know our time difference is well, it's not too bad. Over here is 9 o'clock in the morning, and over there it must be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is not too bad. Some people, especially if I talk to them, if they're in Europe or something, sometimes the time difference we have to like find, especially if you're talking to three or four people and they're all coming from different places.
Oh, right, right.
I have to find a time when the person that lives in the place that's kind of it's going to be either too early or too late. We have to kind of figure out a way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody actually suffers where they go, "Oh, it's kind of late for me, or it's too early for me." But but I'm
Do it for
glad
the music.
I know. Well, we got to make it fun, right? So thank you for joining me. I mean,
You're
you have been big shout out to Shauna from Shameless Promotion PR, who always
Yes.
has the most amazing artists that she works with, and you're really lucky to have her. Honestly, she's one of the best.
She is.
Truly.
She's great. I mean, I've released 6 singles, and she's worked all 6 of them, and one of the things I love that she does the most is she asks you to write a description about your song, what it means to you, and etc. And she has such a way of just taking what I've written and wordsmithing it and making it um even better, and you could just hear the love in what how she writes, and
Oh
she
yeah.
really has a handle on the music. And I can't I can't say enough good things about her. I
Oh
love
yeah,
her.
yeah. I do the
She's a
same.
high-powered woman. I mean, she's a family woman.
Yeah,
She's great. Yeah,
yeah.
and I love her music too. So
Yes. She's very devoted to her clients, and that's one thing you get only the best, right? You
hmm
get only the best. So you pick and choose which, and then sometimes they come to you because they're meant to be with you.
hmm
You know, you just meant to find them because you did something wonderful in your life. You get the blessing. I guess that's how you can.
I mean,
But
I heard about Shauna through the person, Ray Ketchem, who of Tengo
yeah, yeah,
Recording, the label that I'm on. So
right. I was gonna
yeah,
talk
it
about
was
him because
wonderful.
I've spoken with him before too in another interview.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah.
yeah, and I've worked with some of the, I've interviewed some of his artists. For
hmm
example, Elk City,
Right.
Gramercy Arms. Dave Derby. He's actually from Hawaii. He was born here.
Oh,
I
really?
think he was born
Okay.
here. Yeah, he used to have a band called the Dam Builders. In fact, they're in a book, post punk in Hawaii. So
Oh,
it's really
cool.
interesting. Yeah, so we're all connected somehow, right? We have this
hmm
find this connection. So I'm always happy to meet new people that I've never spoken to before, like you. And big shout out to Ray Ketchem and Magic Door Record, which is your label.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
how
he's
did
great.
I know you were trying to complete? How did you meet up with Ray?
I have a friend, Matt Davis, who's a musician, and I've known him for years. And when I decided I wanted to record these songs, I just, reached out to him and asked him to recommend a few studios that he knew good things about. And I called Ray and just started talking to him, and he was so articulate. And I sent him just some like crappy phone recordings of some of the songs I wanted to do, and the things he said were right on the money. I loved him from the start, and
Good.
so that's how I picked him. And I went into the studio a couple weeks later, and it was just the best experience. It was great. And he also, he also selected the studio musicians, because I didn't have
Oh,
any band members. So my guitar, all the guitar work was done by James Mastro, that Ray works with closely, and David Nagler did the keyboards and the bass, and he also played some guitar on some of the singles. And Ray's also a drummer. So It was a great
Yeah,
experience. I just loved it. I
I
learned
know.
so
Yeah,
much.
and these people, James Maestro, right? That's what his name.
Mastro, yeah.
Mastro. Yeah, he's worked with Patti Smith and James and
He's
John
phenomenal.
Cale, which is whoa,
Yeah.
that's
No, he's
amazing.
phenomenal. He's great. Uh, it's amazing how he has all this experience and he also just has like just the right touch. Because it's not easy. And my songs aren't exactly, they don't fit into, I don't know. They're not a shoe in, and he just had the best feel, and he really added just so much to the music. So
Yeah,
yeah, it
and
was
then
fun.
David Nagler, he's worked with Joan Baez, and that's one of my favorites. In folk
Oh yeah.
music. I mean, she's classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, he was excellent too. He did a lot of the synthesizer work that really added a lot of character to the music. I mean, everybody just shaped the songs. I mean, I just came in with my phone recordings. I mean, I wrote them, and I had a lot to say. I'm as Ray said, you're very opinionated. So I did. I had a lot to say about all the different things that people that the guys contributed to, but most everything I loved. You know,
hmm hmm
so yeah,
well, I know you just released. I think this might be your latest single, which is called Space,
right.
right? And of course, that one is very, very deep. I guess you could say. Uh, I mean, I see it. Maybe I'm going too deep into it, but I like talking about deep things. So, and I know that you write the lyrics to this music, and then you define actually what space is. When people think of space, right, they just think like, oh, I mean, they just think like whatever they associate space with. It could be like having your own space, not giving people space, but actually, it's a lot more than that, right?
Well, I mean, the first lyric I wrote for that was it says, there in the space where no one wins. So, I mean, the song's really about it's just about like when you're communicating with people or just like the things that are going on in the world today. Everybody's like pulling
Mm-hmm.
for their what they think is right and what's best
Mm-hmm.
for the country or what's best for this or that. And they're in the space where no one wins. It's not about who's right. It's about compromise. And
Right.
if we're all going at it with trying to come out with just being right, no one's going to learn anything. I mean, of course there are black and white good things and bad things. I mean, I do believe that, but most interpersonal relationships, I think there's a lot of gray area. And if we try to just kind of like not try to be right all the time, we can learn a lot from ourselves and each other, and then the other person, and also just have a better relationship.
Right. Right.
So that's kind of the space that I was talking about. But then it kind of travels from there. A lot of people believe that space is an entity, and some people believe that it's empty. So, I just was playing around with that. Um, so
Yeah, that's very
yeah.
interesting because it really depends on how you see the world and how you relate it to your space and how you see space in that form, right? For
Hmm.
me, I mean, you think of space. Do you let people in your space or do you keep them out of your space? Some people don't. You want certain people away from you, right? You kind of give a distance from that, so you kind of
Yeah.
see that, and then there's people that you would let in because they worked their way in. They deserve it or whatever it may
Hmm.
be. And so that's how I saw space. Especially how you
Yeah.
relate to the world. People say, well, we'll say what they want, and then whether you believe it or not, you will go into their side of their space.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean there a lot of I think we all have certain lines that we draw as far as intimacy in our relationships. In our interpersonal relationships, we might go so far, whereas other people want to go deeper. I'm not talking even romantic. Just I tend to be a loner. I tend to isolate, and I let people get in just so far, and then that's it. So
Yeah, you have
I can
boundaries.
relate to that too.
You keep a boundary. That's
Yeah.
I mean, some
Yeah,
people.
I mean, people, I love people. I mean, but sometimes it could just be exhausting. Like, I'm not a group person. I'm not a team. I've never been like a team sport person or corporate team, this or that. I tend to be more dreamy and introspective, but I do love, intimate relationships, like one-on-ones, like I
Hmm.
a little bit.
Yeah, you must be a water sign.
I am. I'm a Pisces,
That's
yeah,
what I
with
thought.
a
Yeah,
Virgo rising, yeah.
you are a Pisces for sure.
What
You really do, and you really do accentuate
what
that
are you are
archetype.
you what sign are you?
Well, I'm a Sagittarius, but
Is that
you probably don't see that too much of me.
I don't know that sign that well. I know, there's certain signs. I had this book. I've been looking for it forever. I had it in college, and boy, it described so much about me. It talks about with the Pisces sign. You know how the two fish, like head to tail, and it says. I remember this. It was almost like a prophecy when I read it. It said, if your childhood is fractured, if you have a really bad childhood, which I did, the fish separate, like they're not in that symbol anymore, and you're forever like, swimming after the other one. And I always think of that, like when I'm having like some like my own like personal troubles. I'm like, yeah, those fish are trying to find each other.
Oh,
But
that's
anyway,
interesting.
yeah, it was
Well,
a really
yeah,
cool book. Mhm.
yeah, Pisces. Yeah, they gotta watch their boundaries. Yeah, that's the thing about that particular water sign
Oh,
because
cool.
it's ruled by Neptune. So and Neptune doesn't have any boundaries. Yeah, so I mean, it's all
Yeah,
working. It's all working, but they're very artistic people, creative and everything else, and are intuitive,
right.
and
Yeah.
so they have a lot of good things about. I love Pisces. They're one of the nicest and kindest people on the
Aw.
planet. So
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to look up your Sagittarius, so know
yeah,
more about it.
well,
But I know the rising signs are important too. Like the
right.
Virgo
Do you know your
rising.
right? Do you know your rising sign?
Yeah, it's Virgo, and
Oh,
that
okay.
describes me also, like the
Oh,
organizational and like the I guess was it task oriented? I can't remember the whole thing, but it's kind of a cool compliment to the the dreamy like Pisces, like leave me alone, let me just be romantic, like in a romantic like fairy tale
mhm.
forever. So the Virgo kind of balances that out.
Do
Anyway,
you know your moon sign?
uh, I don't know. I'll have to look.
Um,
I don't know, but
yeah,
it's very interesting, all that stuff. I mean, I don't hold it, fast and true, but the personality traits I do. I mean, I wouldn't like bet on those daily horoscopes at all, but just like some of the personality traits, I think
yeah,
they got that to a T. So, I
yeah.
mean, it's even in the Bible, all that star sign stuff. I mean, it's
Oh, yeah, yeah,
it's a fact. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to like make or break your life on it all, but it's just knowledge. So, anyway.
yeah. Well, you did write about a song which is very much Pisces nature, the space, like
Yeah.
letting people into your space, and I'm just defining that, which is really good. I like that, because it expands your idea, you
When
know.
I write, when I write, I don't really know what I'm going to write. And like there's this beautiful line. I think it's beautiful. I say, space and entity, space is empty. And then I say, empires come to me in the shape of a feather. I didn't really know why I wrote that, but sometimes I'll write something and then I'll think about it, and it has a message, in it. And I think it has to do with when you rule something, or when you go to influence somebody or try to get something done, if you do it hard, though there's going to be more resistance. Like my mom always used to say, you get more with sugar than vinegar. And so like when empires come to me in the shape of a feather, it kind of means like, um if you're not forcing yourself or your opinions on people, chances are they'll be more receptive to what it is you're trying to say,
Right, right.
in a soft way, or by example, even with no words, just doing like just living your life the right way, or in a true way, whatever right is. But anyway,
Yeah, and sometimes they say, the best thing to do is don't force anything, just surrender to it.
right, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and then it works better
Hmm.
than forcing forcing something to happen when it's not meant to happen. It won't happen no matter what you do. But if you
Right.
surrender, things will just flow, like the
Mhm.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a great song. I mean, I enjoyed it, and I like how you defined it and how you put it in words. And I know your brothers, you have two brothers, and one of them is a
Mhm.
percussionist and a drummer. And from what I read, it's kind of interesting. What did it say about him? He was voted one of the 100 gifted guitar drummer in the
Uh-huh.
alternative music scene by Spin Magazine.
Yes, he's amazing. The humblest person I've ever known. I mean, my God. But yeah, he plays solo, like very experimental stuff. If you were to see him play solo, he has all these like items and stuff, and like really cool sound systems that he kind of builds himself. It's an amazing journey, just watching him
Oh,
solo.
wow.
And then he does like a lot of free jazz. He just works with everybody. He tours all over the world. Some of
Hmm.
the more I mean, it's everybody always says, "Oh, he toured with Björk," or he played with Wilco, but
Mm.
he's played with many, many famous people, but just maybe not like mainstream famous,
Oh, yeah, well, that's the best.
So
Who,
yeah,
who
he's
likes who likes
awesome.
mainstream famous?
I know. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just not my taste. I mean, I have
yeah, yeah.
respect for those mainstream. I mean, I can't imagine how hard it is to have that kind of career, but yeah, it's just not what I gravitate toward.
So your brother Chris also does the artwork in your covers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
during
that's amazing.
during
I love
COVID,
those.
I know I love him too. Ray, the Magic Door, producer and owner, he also helped me lay out those each artwork, and he loves them too. But during COVID, when Chris couldn't tour, he just got into art, and there he was. Just he's so like multi-talented. I'm like a one-trick pony. I do music. I don't have patience for anything else, like to try to start. But he just did those amazing pieces. And when it came time for me to release the singles, I just asked him if I could use some of the images, and he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
So
that's great. No, they're beautiful actually.
yeah,
And
I
then
love.
you have another song that that came out in December of 2025 called Shellfish, which is really interesting. I like how you switch it off with selfish and shellfish. It's kind of like get tongue tied over there, but it does
Yeah,
mean a lot. It does say a lot about kind of a breakup song, right? Kind of a
yeah. I mean, I wasn't sure if I wanted to release that song, but I mean, I love it. It's fun, yeah, it's just a breakup song, and it's just kind of cute, and the innocent like tongue twister, shellfish, selfish, shellfish. It just kind of, I don't know. It has like a sweetness to it, and yeah, I don't know. There's not too much to say about those lyrics, but they're cute.
yeah. And there you go, bringing your Piscean energy onto that one. It's a shellfish,
Yeah.
the water flowing through, kind of like
Right.
kind of like life,
Yeah.
how we flow through it with people we meet and
Right.
different stuff.
Kind of move on. Yeah.
Yeah, great. So, what are some of the? I know you're inspired by one of my favorite artists, Kate Bush.
hmm
Um, can you tell us a little bit about? Did you grow up listening to that kind of music back in the day? And
I mean, I grew up listening to so much. When I was in college, I was like part of or a tag along at the college radio station, and we used to. I think I tried to be promotions director there, but I can't remember exactly what I did. But we would just go and see music every weekend, all kinds of music, hardcore. Um, I mean, the Violent Femmes. I mean, just everything. And I never saw Kate Bush, but I had many of her records.
she's rare.
And huh?
I mean, I would love to see her live as well, but I don't know
Yeah,
when that ever be. You know?
yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I would say that, when it comes to being influenced, I don't know because I didn't start doing music until very late in life. And, when I was listening to Kate Bush, I mean, I still listen to her, but I guess, it's funny. your music that the music that comes out, I guess you are influenced by what you've listened to, but I've never tried to sound like anybody. I wouldn't even, I don't have the technical skill to even try, but I would say that if I was influenced musically, it was probably from all the traditional Celtic music I sang for, for a bunch of years. I think that some of the like
Mm.
timing in my songwriting, the meter and stuff, and some of the ornamentation in my singing, I would say that is more. I think the reason people compare me to Kate Bush is just physiologically, my vocal kind of sounds like hers. And then some people say I sound like Tori Amos, maybe, but also they hear a piano and they're like, oh yeah, she's like Tori Amos. I mean, I suck at playing piano. Like Tori Amos was fantastic. So, but I can see why people put that label on me. And you kind of need a label so people, springboard into like, oh, okay, she's sort of like this, So I get it. But I've never even attempted to try to write a song that sounds like somebody because I can't do that. Like they just come out.
Yeah,
Um,
and you wrote these lyrics. Is there something that inspired you at the moment to write the lyrics to some of these songs? I mean, there's probably
yeah.
real life experiences, right?
Yeah, I mean, like Excess, which that was released right before Shellfish. That's about like my body image, and just my constant comparison of not constant, but when you're trying to be creative and be an artist, you do compare yourself to others, and you say, or at least I do, and you're like, oh yeah, they're getting, they're doing this and they got these gigs and this and that, and like I wonder why people don't like my music, or do they like my music? Like who knows? You're out there in social media space. Who the heck knows? So Excess is about my body, I'm very like body conscious, I like watch what I eat, I exercise. So one day I was trying clothes on and it was an extra small. And that's kind of how it all started, the excess. So it's like a play on words, extra XS and also excess, like excess
Oh,
success
that's good.
and stuff like that. And it's a really good song. And I also have a video with it, which is done by this amazing guy. His name is John Terlesky. He goes by Brother JT. If you want to
Mhm.
look him up on Instagram, his songwriting and his animation is incredible. And I just reached out to him because I was like, I love your stuff. Would you be interested in, maybe doing a video of some of my songs? And we selected this one, XS, and also this other song called Stuck.
And how do people find that video?
I think Stuck went over better because I'm not sure why. People just seem to really love the song. The song's like super straightforward and honest, and but they're both fantastic. I mean, the animation on both of them is fantastic. I personally like Excess. It was my
Mhm.
favorite song, but you know,
Is that available on YouTube?
yeah, you can
Oh,
look under my name, or yeah, you can look under my name, and you'll see both of those videos.
okay. Well, look, I'll put a link on
Uh,
the bottom of the page.
yeah, thank you. And yeah, so I've actually started doing some music with Brother JT, which is great. He's was available. I sent him my song. And sometimes I can have a lot of coglions, as they say in Italian. I just kind of reach out. I'm so used to having the door shut in my face that like I don't. It doesn't bother me anymore. When I first started doing music, I would be playing like this beautiful, delicate Celtic music, and above me would be like a TV screen, like with a basketball game, and people would be screaming at the screen. Like I'm just used to that. And so I reached out to him like, hey, do you want to, or would you be interested in doing these videos? And PS, how about like playing music with me? And it just worked out. So I'm thrilled because I admire him to bits.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
So were you raised in the Philadelphia area?
No, I'm a Jersey girl.
Like Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah. I moved up this way because it's cheaper living.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love
It,
Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, I mean, I live in the rural. I live about 2 hours from Philly, So I live in a town that's very rural. It's beautiful here, I mean,
Uh-huh.
uh, but it is it's kind of far away from any cultural, stuff. Like you had mentioned Elk City before, Ray's band, Elk City. I would have loved to have seen them play, but it's like over 2 hours to get into New York.
Yeah.
So, and I would still do it. I mean, if God blessed me with some gigs in New York City, I mean, I'd be there. But it is a stretch to get there. And there's
Yeah.
there's some culture around here. I mean, there's some cool things happening around here. I'm not saying that it's devoid of it, but it's not like a city. There's a neighboring town from where I live called Port Jervis. It's actually it's on the New York side, and they have some really cool galleries and events. And actually,
Oh
my
yeah.
brother Chris, he played at the Upfront Gallery there. So there's some cool things happening here.
Your other brother is also involved in your music, right? Tony?
Yeah, he's him and his wife are in this duo called Serenata, and they do
Uh-huh.
like Latin music,
Oh,
and
really? Latin music.
yeah, like
Wow.
a traditional Latin music, but they also branch out. He's great. He plays guitar and she plays percussion and sings. They both sing. And my brother, the same brother, Tony, he also does Italian folk music. So,
Wow. Italian
yeah,
music. Wow. How
yeah,
beautiful is
yeah,
that?
it's great. Yeah, his name's Tony Corsano. And yeah, so it's a
Oh, you're a
musical family.
talented family.
Yeah, well, yeah. So,
That's
yeah,
great. That's amazing.
they've been doing music for many years. They're very successful with what they do, and yeah, I'm proud of them. I
Well,
look up.
I'm glad you guys are all like collaborating now. I mean, that's the best
I
thing.
don't play music with them. We don't. We're all like our separate entities
Mm.
because
Well,
I don't know. It doesn't
I
really
mean,
blend.
I mean,
Although Tony, he played when I put out my Celtic CD way back in 2010, I think it was. He did all the drumming and percussion on it, so that was
so
cool.
your Celtic CD, do you sing on those Celtic?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
Okay. Cool.
back then I just sang, and but it's not like in circulation anymore. It was a long time ago, but yeah,
But it
it
must
was.
be good. It must be good to continue playing music even after, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Yeah, you
I'm
can never
glad I
stop.
started writing and everything. Yeah. So.
So what is up in the future with regard to, getting more music out there or other stuff you're writing at the moment?
I've written a couple of new songs, and like I said, John, brother JT, is we've met up a couple times, and he's started putting guitar parts to these new songs. And my goal is to perform. I really want to perform and just get out there. So, and he seems into it. So I'm really excited about it because it's really hard to find the right match. And most people don't really want to play my music because it's not like money making. And I mean, not that it's that unusual, but it's either too soft or too
Mhm.
narrative or not narrative enough or this or that. So I'm really, really thrilled that, you know, John wants to play with me.
Yeah. No, it's good to explore people. There's a reason you meet up with people to do certain collaborations.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So I've written two new songs. So, and I have a bunch of older songs too that I didn't record. And,
oh, okay.
start going through all of them and see which ones he would like to do. And
Yeah, you should are you gonna make an album to put all the stuff you've been like
well,
all the singles you released that
I mean, I don't know. I don't really see the point because no one has like no one listens to CDs anymore. And I don't really think people are going to buy my music. I don't really know. So I just have them on the label, and I will continue to promote them, and on social media and put my Bandcamp link up there. And if people do want to buy it, or on Spotify, I think
Mhm.
I'm on Spotify, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean now that Shauna's worked on my last single, I won't, she won't be helping me anymore. So I guess I'll have to do this all by myself. So, but I don't plan on putting out like a CD or anything, you know. So
So if anybody wanted to check out your music, they can go to your Bandcamp page, Celeste Corsano, on Bandcamp.
right.
And
Or
then you're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram.
right.
And I mean, I'll put a link to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, and they can also go to the Magic Door recording
Oh
label on
yeah, right,
Bandcamp
right. Yeah,
too.
we'll definitely put that up. And a big shout out
Mhm.
to Ray and Magic Door.
Great.
And yeah, he's doing a great job. He was always has. I mean, I meet so many people. So many
Yeah.
people.
How long ago did you interview Elk City? Do you
Oh, I would
remember? Was
say
it a long time
probably
ago?
maybe like a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
couple of years
they're
ago,
I
and
think they're writing some new material and stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's another band in that label that I interviewed at Gramercy Arms, and there's
Guided by Voices, maybe?
no, it's not that one. It must be something else. I have to
Oh,
think about
okay.
it. But yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that we got this chance to meet and talk about your music, and
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the your next project or your next exploration.
Thank you. And I'm going to look up Sagittarius
Okay.
when we hang up.
I am the archer, so I like to travel.
Uh-huh.
I'm a travel person, independent,
Hmm.
and that I am. So and I'm so glad, and of course music, and love music and all that, and DJ and yeah, it's always good to meet new people, and good luck with
Thank
your
you.
next project, and good luck with these. And I'll put a link to that. And Celeste Corsano, speaking with her, thank you very much. And I see all the wonderful reviews from Big Takeover Magazine.
Yeah.
It's always so awesome. And the Spill Magazine and all that. And of course,
Hmm.
Shameless Promotion PR. And
Yes.
your place is interesting where you live. I love that country kind of, a lot of greenery. Do you live by the ocean in any way?
No, no, no,
Okay.
no.
Do you miss the ocean?
I'm on the northeast side of um the United States, but like
Are there any
I'm about like 3 hours from the ocean, maybe
okay.
a little
I mean,
less.
do you miss the ocean being a Pisces?
I haven't been to my brother used to have a place in Sandy
Mhm.
Hook, which is the Jersey Shore, and I do miss it. I really
Yeah.
do. I
I
love the
figured.
water.
Is there a river near your place or some kind
Yeah,
of
there's
there's a river? Okay.
waterfalls here,
Oh,
beautiful
okay.
waterfalls and rivers. There's the Delaware River.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I figured you would because Pisces can't be without water, right? Just like
Yep.
okay, anyway. All
So,
right. Well, thank you very much,
thank
Celeste.
you.
Always good to chat with you.
Yeah, it was great meeting you.